Hi, everyone. I hope everyone could hear us. If you're able to hear us, could you please give us some reactions like thumbs up? Okay, perfect. So that means we are audible. So I would like to first of all start with the introduction. My name is Jaya Khatri, and I am managing director at Langoik. That's a language school. And I am a co-founder of Folks Recruit, which helps you all to get a direct job placement in Germany. And I am here with Mr. Pradyuman Singh, who is founder of Folks Recruit. So, hi everyone. I would like to also then start with this presentation of which explains you what are the career opportunities for you in Germany. Before that, could you write us in the chat from which countries are you joining us? Okay. One writes, I'm from Poland. Others, Algeria, Poland. Mhm. Poland, another Poland. Okay. So I hope majority of you are joining us from Poland. So here we then begin. So, as I mentioned to you, my name is Jaya Khatri. I am managing partner at Langoik and co-founder of Folks Recruit, which is RAL certified. That means we believe in ethics, and this job placement would be also for free of cost for you all. We are not going to charge you for this job placements. And also, I'm a chairwoman of an orphanage home, which is known as Ashita. And Mr. Pradyuman Singh is a trustee in that. We believe in giving before we take. Hence, we also contribute a little bit of our earnings into this old age home. And as I mentioned, that's me. I also did my studies from Freie Universität, which is FU Berlin. So I'm very much familiar with the German side. How do they work and everything. That was a little bit about me. I would then like to take a quiz over here, and I would like to launch a poll. It should tell me about you all now because I have introduced you all to myself. So I would like to know about you all. And here is a icebreaker poll. It's written in Polish as well as in English. The question is, have you ever considered working abroad after graduation? Please take a second and poll. Okay, so far we have received 100% yes. And I do see probably That's the major reason that you all are also over here. Then let's go back over here. I would also like to take a moment to thank you, GU Med University. I met today Professor Alexandra, and it was a beautiful meeting with her. And I would like to also thank Dr. Anna Mikhail for this session, because of which we all are here today. Now, coming to the introduction of Folks Recruit. Who is actually Folks Recruit? Folks Recruit, as mentioned earlier, it's a RAL-certified ethical recruitment company, and we do recruitment in healthcare sector for German hospitals and clinics, as well as the old age homes. So when I say RAL quality mark, that means we work for fair recruitment in healthcare. That means the candidate has not to pay any amount for this job placement. So it's 100% free for the candidates, and we have verified German employers with us. Now, who is Langoik? Langoik is basically our language partner with whom you learn German language, because in order to work in Germany, you need to know German language. So we typically always recommend to learn this language till B2 level. There are certain levels, which is A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1. So typically, German employers, that means hospitals, healthcare centers, and clinics, they require B2 level. We provide you the language courses. We also provide you the healthcare vocabulary, the clinical communication, and all of these are live coaching sessions. And the best part is that whatever amount you invest in learning this language, this is refunded to you if you are learning with us and also getting placed with us. So as I mentioned, there would be total 5 levels, which is A1, A2, B1, B2, and C1. So if you have learned B1 with us, then you have to invest a bit of amount into learning this language, which is refunded to you after you are placed in a German hospital care center. And if you ask what's the guarantee, so to be honest, in Germany, there are at present 300,000 plus vacancies. Yeah, I would take all of these questions. How does it take to learn a language? You will get to know when we go forward in this conversation. Now, so what is exactly the pathway? The pathway is that you register yourself with Folks Recruit, which is again 0 fee. You don't have to pay us for the registration. You have to learn the language from A1 to B1 level, which is 3 levels, for which you have to invest very minimal amount. And this is refunded to you after you get the job placement. And once you complete your B1 level with us, you appear for the examination, and thereafter we schedule your interview with the German employer, and the German employer later on funds your next German language, which is B2 level, and then you start working in Germany. This is the pathway, and it's 100% ethical. I have another question. Okay, so I would like to take your questions regarding the language learning, your master's degree, and everything after I'm done with all of this like presentation. I would be happy to take all of these. Okay, when we move further, if you question me why exactly Germany, why should you move to Germany? As I mentioned, there are around 300,000 plus nursing vacancies in Germany. There are lots of shortage of the skilled nurses, and you also get a higher salary in comparison to Poland. Also, the best part is that you get the EU freedom of movement and your diploma, what you do here, like your bachelor's degree, is recognized in Germany. However, there are still some paperworks to be done. These all paperworks are done by us, that means by Folks Recruit, for which you again don't have to pay anything. The payment is just for the learning language, which is from A1 to B1 level, and that is also refunded to you once you get the job placement. Then, moving further, life in Germany. So, initially, once you will get placement, you would be also getting for the initial 3 months housing accommodation from your German employer. After that, the accommodation could be paid from your salary, but it should be nearly around 400 to 700 euros per month. And the transport is almost similar like here in Poland. Public transport is excellent. It's very well connected. Even when you land to an airport, let's say airport of Berlin, you immediately can catch the Straßenbahn or U-Bahn or buses directly from the airport. In fact, most of the intercities are running just beneath the airport. That means above is the airport. You go down to the second level, like -2 level, there would be intercities running. And also the city is clean, like here in Poland, to be honest, not much difference. And healthcare is also good. And over there, if you see the community wise, you would find there the people of your own community, and the work-life balance is also good. Now, if I talk about the working culture in Germany, the workers' rights are pretty stronger. They are taken very serious. The German labor law is actually the strongest in the world. So whatever is on your contract, that means the hours, overtime pay, leaves, that is in practical also the same. It cannot like be what stands in your contract. On ground, it would be different. Also, about the documentation part. So, German hospitals are very systematic, like here in Poland, as I said. Everything is documented. That means, for example, if you visit to a patient, you have to document everything. So, your German should be strong over there. And hence, everything what you document is in German. Hence, that's why that it requires B2 level. And there is also team-based environment. That means the German nursing culture is very collaborative. There is a very good working structure in the terms of hierarchy, and the career progress is also pretty much good. Yeah. So let's say after 3 years of working in Germany, you have a good chance of getting a further career progress. And these are the shift patterns generally, which is from early shifts, morning 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., and latest 2 p.m. to like nearly around 10 p.m. in the evening or the late nights. And if I talk about the salary and the working hours, so here is it. So the gross salary would be around 12,900 PLN at entry level. That's the gross. And what is the estimated net salary or what you take home is around 8,600 PLN to 9,500. And the cost of living is somewhere around 4,300 PLN to 5,200. So all in all, we could say that you save around 2x what you would be saving in Poland. We are not against that you should not be working in Poland, but if you get a chance to uh, get paid higher, somewhere around 2x, then it's your choice. But we could just offer you this choice. And also the working hours would be around 36 to 40 hours. And paid leaves are between 28 days to 30 days. And if you do overtime, that is also paid. Now, moving ahead, these are as I said, you have to invest a bit in learning the language, but you don't have to invest a lot. You have to invest only for the first 3 levels, which is A1, A2, and B1 level. Yeah. And this is also then refunded to you all after you get the job placement after B1 level. And thereafter, B2 is funded by your employer. You don't have to pay for the B2 level. I would like to stop over here a bit and then conduct again a poll. So here is the second poll for you. What are your concerns? Or what is your biggest concern about working in Germany? Is it the language barrier? Or is it missing your family and home? Or diploma recognition? Or unfamiliarity with the German healthcare system? Or financial concerns? Mhm. Okay, probably we have got the results. So around 67% says language barrier. Yeah. And 20% says financial concerns. So about the language barrier, if I say, to be very honest, European languages are almost the same. I know this language. I have learned German language. I have done my master's in this. I have studied at FU Berlin. And this was my first time that I landed in Poland day before yesterday. But the system is almost the same, to be very honest. Yes, of course, sometimes the language is a barrier. As I said, the European language are almost a similar way. You could identify it. Like over here in German, we say Dame, which is female, lady. And in Polish, we say damski, if I'm not wrong. So that means there are very much similarities. So you don't have to be afraid about it. Now, coming to the financial concerns. So, as I said, you don't have to worry about the job placement because this job placement, your documentations, your diploma recognition, everything is being done by us, which is Folks Recruit. And you just have to invest a bit, which is from A1 to B1 level, which is in general, to be honest, not so tight if I compare it with the A1 is for only 899 PLN, A2 is around 999 PLN, and here is then just a second. Yep, B1 is like 1200 PLN, to be honest. So it total is not that much. Whereas I have seen in in the Polish market, alone A1 takes 1500 PLN, and A1 is divided in Poland into four parts, which is A1.1, A1.2, A1.3, A1.4. Whereas with us, with Langoik, it's A1 complete. And also in the Polish market, you get to learn this language, which is probably not healthcare oriented. Because we are making you learn this language for the healthcare sector, we are able to squeeze it a bit and also make it domain specific. That's the major reason that we are able to complete A1 in just 2 months. And A2 is again 2 months, and B1 is again 2 months. That means after 6 months, you would be ready to give the interview to the German employer. And once you get selected, you get all of your investment from A1 to B1 back. And also, your B2 is funded by your German employer. Hence, the financial concerns should not be a problem then. Regarding the language barrier, as I said, it's not a very big thing. Moving ahead, I would also now like to take another poll, which is what aspects of life in Germany appeals to you the most? As I have introduced you about the salary part, the life culture, the working culture. So, what attracts you the best? Is it the higher salary and savings, or the work life balance, or the healthcare and social benefits, or career progression? Mhm. Probably everyone has now given their polls. So this one is a mixed one, to be honest. And I would really like to share the results of this as well. So it says work life balance has got the most, which is 40%. And I really like this because that is actually the truth. And the career progression, which we cannot deny. After 3 years, you have a good career path. So I would say very big thumbs up to your choices. And now, because you know about the language learning part is the most important, because without this language, we cannot offer you this job placement, though it is very minimum job, like minimum investment of the money, you could say. But yes, time investment would be there. So I would like to know, would you be interested in learning German language? Mhm. Oh, that's good. Almost around 90% of you have said yes. That's a good thing then. Perfect. And some of you are saying maybe, but none have said no, which is a really good thing, I would say. So you could, of course, think about it, about learning this language, as I said. Then moving further, so I would like to recall you, this is the refund policy about us. So you learn from A1 to B1 with us, and we refund it to you after you have got the placement from Folks Recruit, and B2 is funded by the German employer. And then I hope you are ready to start your German career. And as I said, we are representing over here two companies. One is Folks Recruit, who would be doing your job placement, your profile making, profile matching, your documentation, your diploma recognition. And our language partner is Langoik, which is also run by us. So hence we have over here two email addresses. One is jaya.khatri@folksrecruit.com and another is jaya.khatri@langoik.com. So if you have any questions, maybe probably you would like to connect with me later on, you're free to write me a mail. Now, moving ahead, I would now like to take my last poll and then I would be happy to take your questions. Or maybe, yeah, I would like to take the last poll and then your questions. This is the closing intent. So after today's session, what describes you the best? Are you interested and you will mail me later, or you need to know more? You would like to have a one-on-one discussion, or you would like to discuss it with your family first and then get back to us, or probably you're not ready enough. Mhm. No, that's really interesting. Almost around 60% of you say that you would like to know more and hence you would like to connect with me one-on-one. And also, some of you say that you would like to discuss it with your family, that you should be, of course, doing it. Coming to your question and answers. Okay. Um, some of you say you didn't get poll. I'm sorry, you didn't. Um, okay. So one of you says that I'm from Zimbabwe and studying in Poland. So if you are originally not from Poland, that means if you don't have the EU citizenship, then the pathway for you is going to be a little different. But for sure, language learning pathway is going to be the same. But about the paperwork, that means your diploma recognition, how do you get the visa and everything would be different. Which is with getting the visa is not a case for a Polish candidate. So for you, the pathway would be a bit different. Second question is, how does a language learning takes place? How much time does it takes? As I've told you, from A1 to B1, it takes around 6 months, and thereafter B2 for another 2 or 3 months, you could say. But by then, you already have a job in the hand. Now, may I kindly ask if you would like to further studies, for example, masters, how would you go about it? So if you are interested in doing your masters, then a complete yes, you could do your masters here in Poland or in Germany. But over here, it's about the job placement. That means you would be placed and you would be doing your job. It's a full-time job placement, not like a student job, as I said. So please do differentiate between these two. Okay. So, on a very good question, how do you guys benefit? How do we benefit? Because we are paid by the employer. That is the reason that we are not charging you anything. That means the hospital pays us. That's why we are not charging you. That's the important question. Okay, another is this for international students in Poland as well? So as I said, for the international students residing in Poland, for them the pathway is different. There comes a lot of other paperwork involved. Over here, we are talking about the students, those who are from Poland or Poland citizens. Okay, Gurleen, yeah. Can an Indian national studying in Poland apply directly? So as I said, Gurleen, it's different for people coming from different countries, it's different. People coming from India, we have placed already Indian nurses in Germany. We have placed Vietnamese nurses in Germany. So the paperwork of an Indian nurse is different, paperwork of Vietnamese nurse is different, paperwork of a Polish nurse is going to be definitely different. Hence, we said it's completely depending upon from where you are. Okay. Um, and then another is, if I get rejected by employer, do I still get refund for language? It's a good question, to be very honest. If your language is good enough, you do not get rejected by the employer, to be very honest, because the employers are at present in very much need of nurses. And if you are able to get a hands on this language, you are generally not rejected. That's what our experience have shown. We have also placed Moroccan and Tunisian candidates. So in Germany, there are two categories. One is a skilled nurse like you have done your bachelor's and you go there for the direct job placement. Second category is after one has done the schooling, one starts learning the nursing in Germany. They do diplomas in Germany as a nurse. So we have placed the candidates from Tunisia and Morocco already, those who are currently doing the diploma in nursing in Germany. Their paperwork was different. So right now, to be honest, we are in urge of the nurses. So the rejection comes from the employer only on the basis of the language, to be honest. Okay, then another is I chose career because I would really love to do my master's. You are free to do it. No one is stopping you, to be honest. Okay, Gurleen says, honestly, I want to work in Germany. Yeah, you are most welcome. Okay, so this is an interesting question. Which German cities currently need nurses the most? I would say almost every, because at present the German market is the private hospitals, the smaller old care homes, they are shutting down, because they don't have enough nurses. So it's a huge alarming situation because the old care homes have to shut down because they don't have the labor, they don't have the nurses. And so that's why I say over here almost every. Yeah. Then now, is there a state exam or adaptation period for EU nursing graduates? Good question. So if a nurses are coming from other countries, let's say from Vietnam or from India, from Tunisia, from Morocco, they have an adaptation period and they have to give even a state exam. Whereas if a Polish nurse is coming to Germany, the adaptation period is very shorter. You could even start working as a skilled nurse in just maybe 2 months, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. Then next, about the payment for the language, do we have to pay all three packages at once or in installments? In installments. That means if you start with A1 level, you pay just for A1. Once you start with A2, then you pay for the A2 level. Okay. As I said over here, our focus is to train you to get you the job placement in Germany. That's our main focus. Yeah. So it was never about earning through this language course. Okay. What documents should I start preparing now as a student? one thing only, which is language. We need the language. About the documentation, we help you out as we proceed further. We may require some of the translations or notarized documentations, but this comes in the later stages once you have crossed the B1 level. Another question, how long does it take to start working in Germany from getting a degree? This I have already answered. Can Indian nationals studying in Poland apply directly? Gurleen, as I said, it would be depending about your country of origin. Okay, so I cannot say over here yes or maybe or no, because I would have to look into the specific cases, what's the country of origin, but for sure you could work. Will you guys apply with visa? Of course, if you're coming from a different country, yes, we do take visa efforts as well. Whether the visa fees will be refunded by the employer or paid by the employer, that's a different question. But in general cases, employers do take almost all the pain. Uh, but at present, the situation is getting very different in the form of in Germany. So you could say that once you have cleared the interview, the employer may be also interested to take your other costs like visa or flight tickets. Yeah, if you're coming from a different country other than Poland. Because for the Poland candidates, you don't require visa. Flight tickets, yes, but that is also sponsored. Okay, what if I already am studying A2 language, then I can do with you guys B1? Yes, definitely. We have no issues. If you have done your A2 and you do B1 with us, we apply for you. We do the all work, as I said. Even if you are already language learned, ready to work, we are happy to help you. Yeah. As I said, for us, it's never about earning through the language courses. It is about getting the job placement done and then getting the revenue from the German employer, out of which we also donate 10% of it to our orphanage, which we both run in India. Okay. The next is I'm a second year nursing student. I'm a Nigerian. I should be graduating next June. What should you do? What do you advise me? Okay, so the candidates coming from Nigeria, I'm sorry, maybe it might be a bad news for you, but according to WHO list, we cannot deploy Nigerian nurses in Germany because that's the ethical guidelines have been given to us, because Nigeria itself is in very much need of the nurses in their home country. So we cannot deploy the Nigerian nurses at present in Germany. So as I said, we are RAL licensed, so that means we have to work as per RAL guidelines. These guidelines we cannot overlook. I'm very sorry. Okay. Is learning in Polish language okay, you mean to ask maybe whether the medium of instruction is in Polish or in English? So medium of instruction would be English. So you would be learning this language from English to German. Um, So again, another question is, as an international student in Poland, will I have to write licensing exam in Poland or in Germany? If you are an international student in Poland, you have to write in licensing exam in Germany after you are hired, that means. Okay, so is it possible to make the second degree in German college? I didn't understand this question. I'm sorry. I have to skip this. Um, yes, that is correct. So, in conclusion, if there is a non-EU student over here, we do provide you job placement in Germany, but the process would be different. But as I mentioned, I'm sorry for the Nigerian students because we have to work as per the guidelines provided to us by the WHO. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So I hope we have answered all the questions. Now the questions are repeating. Um, yeah, now the questions are then repeating. Perfect. Thank you so much. If in case I couldn't answer your questions, you are free to reach me. You have my email addresses. For your reference, I would share it again. You are free to take the screenshot of this image. As I mentioned, we run over here two companies. One is Folks Recruit, which provides you the job placement, and Langoik is the one which provides you the language training. So here are the email addresses. You are free to write us, but I believe most of you have the concerns regarding the language part, so you could reach me at jaya.khatri@langoik.com. Once again, I would like to thank you, GU Met, and also Mr. Pradhiman Singh, for this opportunity. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Goodbye. Have a nice weekend. Sorry, an evening, I would say, not a weekend. We are in Tuesday yet. Sorry. Okay, goodbye.